Good morning. Good morning once again. Welcome back to the channel. My name is June. I'm on the road today. As you see, I'm in a motor vehicle, and I am so happy that you have chose to come along with me on this journey. I'm heading towards Halfway Tree, and that is in Kingston. And how have you been doing? This morning I want to talk about a pressing issue, and that is based on some videos that I have watched on these social media platforms. And basically it has to do with what I would consider some cultural behaviors in some territories. I do not know whether these expressions or these behavioral expressions are accepted culture, or is it to let us be aware of what is happening on that part or in that part of the world. I don't know. So I would like my friends to give me some feedback on the matter. What I'm talking about really is some videos that I have seen where, in my culture, it would be considered violence against another person. And basically, I have seen it happening, violence, against women. I've seen violence, and these are committed by men. I've also seen violence against women being committed by women. I've also seen violence against men being committed by women. But more so, and suffice it to say, it's more men against women. And I want to know whether this is accepted. Is this the culture? So somebody tell me, because I don't want to be judgmental and to say, oh, this is violence, when really it is the norm in your country. It's cultural and it is accepted. And I am, talking from a sympathetic position. I don't want that to be happening. So I have watched some videos, and I will put a few, within this video. I will put, parts of some of them here. I have seen where, you have persons been married, and like the man would go out to work and he comes back in and the meal isn't ready, and then the woman has a beating. She presents him with something that, he didn't say that this was what he wanted for dinner or breakfast, and there's a beating. One that stands out to me really is this, video where the man came home and the woman was wearing a bandage somewhere here across her eyes. And the man was like, "Why are you wearing a bandage?" And she says, "What happened to your face?" And she was like, it's a wound from the, beating of yesterday.
Why is that bandage still in your face?
It's the beating of yesterday. As it's still bleeding, I decided to hold it with bandage.
It is still bleeding, so I have put a band-aid on to stop the bleeding. So I was like, is this acting? Is this just showbiz? Or is this real? Is this the happening in that territory? And I have seen so many videos. These women, young women, they have a motor car. Somebody leaned onto the motor car, and then she would come, "Is this your car? Is this your car?" So the person would be like, "No. Why are you leaning on my car? Can you afford it? Can your mother buy it? Nonsense, stupid girl." And then the next thing you know is a big slap in the face. And when the victim would ask, "Why have you slapped me?" then you would hear the aggressor saying, "Oh, you're arguing with me? I slap you and I would slap you again." I'm like, I don't know. Somebody please tell me if this is what is happening. Is this the accepted way of life? Is this the culture in that territory? Because judging from where I'm from, I am from Jamaica. I am not accustomed to this type of behavior. And I know that it is unaccepted. Because if somebody should hit me, I am going to fight back. It wouldn't be like, "Oh, why did you hit me?" And no. It is going to be a bullfight, or an efforts fight, or a cow fight, or a dog fight, or something. It will not be accepted. So I want you to tell me whether these videos, these performances, these acts, are just for showbiz. Or is it that is what is happening? Another thing that comes to mind is that, okay, it is happening, yes, We are not condoning it. We are actually saying to the world, help us. This is what is happening in this culture.
Why is that bandage still in your face?
It's the beating of yesterday.
And we need your intervention. I don't know. I have asked my friend in Kenya, is this what you're seeing there? Do you have any experience of this type of behavior? She says no. I would like to ask Josephine Vibes in Nigeria, do you know about it? Vicky's Corner, Ruto One, do you know about this type of behavior? Is it part of the culture there? Let me know. I want to know. How do we navigate our way through this? If this is the culture there, then I am fine with that. It's just that it appears antagonistic to me. It is abuse in my culture. So I am not gonna, cry out and say, oh, you should not be and you should not do. Because that might be the norm. That might be the accepted way of life there. So let me know what it is. There is physical abuse, there's emotional abuse, there's sexual abuse. I mean, you calling people stupid idiot. What type of nonsense is this? Foolish girl. These type of hurling of insults. Are they really happening? Let me know. I find it quite offensive based on the culture in which I grew up and I am now living. But as I said, I don't know your culture. Why would a man be hitting on a woman in that way? And why would she be sitting there accepting that and saying to the man, oh, it's from the beating of yesterday? And here I am preparing meal for you today, for which he is really unappreciative. He is hurling more insults. She has prepared a porridge for him. Did I tell you I wanted porridge? And she was like, but you told me since yesterday that you liked it and you would like it today. Then he keeps asking, but did I tell you today that I want it? And then she had to give something else. And then she offers to make his hot beverage. And then it was like, no, you want to come make tea for me. I'm your wife, for God's sake, for crying out loud. It's my duty. But then, no. He is hurling the insults and all of that. Then she goes to remove the porridge, which he was making a fuss about. And he was like, did I tell you to remove it? Why are you removing it? This is really, really interesting. So I would like that someone would tell me if this is the accepted way of life. Is this the culture there in the territory? Where are you experiencing this type of behavior from? Because in my culture, it is aggression. It is violence. So what do we do? When did it start? Where will it end? Where is it accepted or an acceptable way of life for you, the man, to be beating up on the woman? What I've noticed also, is that the right hand is kept free most of the time. And this is the hand that goes up. In the street, I have seen videos where one lady, she drives in an area where there's a pothole and there was dirty water in the pothole. And she drove and she splashes dirty water onto someone on the sidewalk. And she came out of her vehicle hurling insults and raised her arm and inflicted the blow. Yes, on the bystander, the person who was standing on the wayside. You're the one who splatters me with dirty water. And at the same time, you came out and you hit me, asking, do you want to die? Do you want my vehicle to kill you? Do you want me to be responsible for your death? Stupid, useless woman. Can your mother buy this car? Can you do that? These are the types of happenings there. So I am asking, I'm using my platform to ask, is this the accepted way of life? Is this the culture? If that is it, it's fine. Then we have nothing to argue about. I am all the way, in another culture. It's none of my business, except to say that I do have friends in those cultures. And I would like to know if this is what they are experiencing. Is this what you have grown to know? I remember watching a video by this girl, Queen Alita. And when she met her husband, and he was, showing her a different type of love, loving type of love, she was pulling back. She was pushing back. She was, saying no, 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 and actually was rebutting. But then she realized that, hey, she has accepted a negative type of behavior from her previous partner, and she had accepted these negative behaviors as being normal. So when she was being exposed to something different, she did not know how to appreciate it. And she shared her story. She was accustomed to verbal abuse, physical abuse, maybe sexual abuse, I don't know, but some abuse. And it was unkind. So much so that when kindness came her way, she had a difficult time. She found it difficult to accept. So tell me your thoughts. Tell me about your experience, because really, I don't know. I was speaking on a live this morning, and one person on the live suggested that the women accept the abuse because of money. Because many of these men who abuse the woman, these are men with money. And so the woman stays because of the money. And I was saying no, because the money is not hers. She doesn't have free access to it. She still has to go to her husband. She needs to make groceries. She needs bread. She needs diaper. She needs to buy things for the house. The kids need this. The kids need that. She still needs to go and tell him that. So it can't be the money, because she doesn't have free access to it. And he'll give her what he chooses to. Another thing I've seen is that, the husband's mother, she comes to the house for extended period, and she would want to assume the role of the madam. And in such a case, sometimes even hitting on the man's wife, and the man doesn't see anything wrong with that. He agrees with the mother. The mother can slap the wife. Not from where I am from. That doesn't happen here in my country. You crazy? It can't happen. It will not be accepted. So cultural differences, are so varied. It becomes food for thought. So let me know what you think or your experience in this regard. One man said, oh, these are primate men, weak men who beat upon their wives. And these women who go on hitting other women, calling them useless things, foolish girl, and all of those. We need to stop that. One person leans on your car, it becomes a big thing. You drag the person off your vehicle, you slap them, you hurl insults. These are the videos that you have out there. And these are the stories that you are telling us, you are telling to the world. So I am reacting to these stories. So I want someone to call me out, to tell me what is really happening. So this is my observation. This is my little rant on the matter. This is what I have for us this morning. I am in the heart of Halfway Tree in Kingston, Jamaica. I bring you love. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give me a super thanks here and there. Yeah, help the channel to grow. Bye bye.